Oh, hello, dear.
Sweetie, you're home. Oh, thank gosh.
Yep.
They've missed you.
I have absolutely missed you more than I care to actually admit. But I'm here. Well, since I've been gone a bit, let me go check my mail. Unless you have other plans for me. I know I've been gone a couple days, so.
I actually was trying to make some dinner for you coming back and everything, and I've just been like a headless chicken really. I also have to fill you in and all things also.
Alright, that sounds good. I take it my secretary was busy.
Busy as I can be, but I do have to discuss some things with you, and you might want to look into the goats, by the way.
Alright. Yep. Alright. Are you okay?
Yes, sweetie. I'm just I've just been quite head blocked the past few days or so.
Well, I warned you before we got married that it wasn't easy.
I know, sweetie, I know, but you know, it wasn't just about business. Things did start to get
Alright.
people made it very clear how they feel about me as an individual.
Well. Alright.
They were just let me fill you in while I get you something to eat, sweetie.
Alright.
Have a seat, sweetie.
interesting.
There you go, sweet.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, sweetie. Now, to fill you in on some things. Yesterday, there was a town meeting held by Ted to discuss the matters of the investigation of the warehouse, since some people made it very clear, very much heard, that they were upset that they didn't have access to the warehouse. The matter arose when Dr. Godlin was able to use his key to get in, and people were wondering why he had a key and no one else did. And then people were wondering why I got in and they didn't. So Ted decided to hold a town meeting, since the majority of people were there, and the matter was discussed. And basically, we told everybody of the new system that will be happening in the warehouse.
Alright, that's good.
Now, Ted did say during the meeting that if they are going to take a big load of resources, to leave a note and their name and how much resources they've taken, and to maybe just to hand it to either him or to me. Now, when Ted mentioned me, Molly Jorgensen and Mrs. Montgomery immediately says, why Betty? What has she got to do with it? Like, she doesn't have any authorities or anything to, for us to be giving her anything. And, they were quite upset that, I sometimes deal with things when you're not around, and they said, well, basically Rowan turned around and says, well, you're not allowed to do that because you don't have the right to. And I says, well, I'm his secretary, so that's why I deal with things for him. And she says, well, you have no rights, basically. And Ted basically tried to explain to her, well, yes, she does have a right. It's his wife, and it's his secretary. She deals with his paperwork and with meetings that he needs to know about, and if Liam's not present, then she can represent him in a way, since he can't be here, just to fill him on the information for when he returns. And they were just having none of it, really, and they made it very clear how they feel about me, how sometimes I can, sometimes people come to me, can't find you, and they just didn't like it.
Well, people who don't understand how a system works, that tends to be how they respond. People are given jobs for a certain reason, and those are the jobs they should do, and they probably shouldn't try to think that they know what somebody else's job is. That's the way you have to look at it, dear. You have to understand that they don't know what they're talking about.
True, I did tell them, Liam has asked me to, do things for him when he's not around. And they said, well, it shouldn't be you, it should be Ted at that point. And, I was about to explain that, don't you think Ted has enough on his plate being sheriff, And that's why I tend to do it, but, she just kind of blew my head off about it. So I just sat there quiet afterwards, and I just let it be, really. Just let them have their moment, as you could say.
Well, if they have their problems, well, they have their problems, and that's their problem. If they don't bring it to my attention, there ain't nothing I can do to help them. If they want to incite betrayal in the town, then people are gonna know that that type of stuff is not condoned. You have a problem, you come see me. If I'm not available, you leave a message with my secretary. Period.
Oh, Rose, she would never leave a letter with me. She would put it in your mailbox. She made it quite clear that she didn't want anything to do with me.
Well, they have that option too.
True, very true. She just doesn't think that I have the right to deal with any town ordinances, really. Um,
Well, that'd be where
and
she.
Molly shouted, Betty's nothing than another citizen in this town. She's nothing of a high authority.
Yeah, that's where they don't know your job. So that's their failure.
Exactly, but luckily Ted did, he stood by me and he put them back in their place, thank God. And, everything was, questions were answered, blah blah blah, about more of these resources. Molly J wants to find out what happened to the wood in her table still. No one seems to know. And Ted actually discovered today that what happened to the resources in the warehouse.
Oh, really?
He got a letter from Joseph that Miss Darlene had came and a man called Marco had bought 2 pallets worth of resources from the warehouse. And the mystery that had arisen to me was who was the one who sold the resources to this Marco. But as I was passing by the warehouse, I was heading back here, I heard Ted talk to Miss Rowan and Mr. Montgomery, and I know I shouldn't have listened in, but it was almost as if someone was accusing Ted of selling the resources, which is absolutely bizarre.
Well, since I know a little bit about Ted's financial status, he wouldn't have pocketed any money. He would have told me, and actually, he wouldn't even have done that. He would have come to me first and asked me if it was okay to sell those resources. So anybody who thinks that
Exactly, but
is,
the thing is, he didn't even know the resources had went missing. So how could he have been the one that sold them?
well, that's what I'm saying is there's no way that Ted sold resources, especially since they don't even have the details correct of what the situation was. So that is that throws suspicion back on them.
True, very
Guess
true.
I guess me and you, after I check my mail, we need to go down and see if Miss Starlene is awake. Find out if this is accurate.
That's what I was thinking, but I also think you should talk to Mr. Santiago, by the way.
Oh yeah. He come by with that pelt that I wanted to purchase from him.
Yes, and I hope you also got my telegram, by the way.
Um, I'm not sure. A lot's been
I
going
had to
on.
take a visit to Mr. Santiago about my donkey.
Oh, okay.
My donkey had an issue.
Okay, okay. Well, that's fine, dear. I mean, it's your donkey, and if you need to get it checked out, you can get it checked out. Can't have it coming up lame.
True, very true, sweetie. But, it is very obvious who has betrayed you, Liam.
Oh,
It is very, very obvious. And I read today's newspaper tabloid, and I am very angry at this person in particular.
yeah, I saw that paper.
The cheek of him.
Well, you know, look at look at the betrayal that he did when somebody wasn't available to spend time with him, and he decided to spend time with other people that he probably should have thought of before he did it. That kind of tells you the character of that kind of person.
Well, I'm just gonna go out and say this. It seems like he seems to be jumping from one to the other. If one's not available, he goes somewhere else. And it seems like he just likes to please all of them at the same time. You know, he's quite the player, I would say.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a player, but I understand what you're saying. It's all right. I
I
think you got to
always
remember.
knew in my instinct.
Yes, dear, I know.
I felt it in my instinct there was something about him. I knew it.
Yeah, he told me to stop letting people walk on me. Well, I guess now's the time to stop that garbage.
Well, sweetie, we all know, like, if we can get you re-elected, I want you to promise me that you're not going to let these people walk over you again.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen. Not at all.
Good, good.
Um, River Run doesn't have association with those type of folk. People who incite betrayal, don't don't use the system the way it's supposed to be used. Absolutely
True,
don't bring the concerns forward to the person who can correct them. Then they should probably live in their own in the woods in a mountain and get eaten by some bears or something. I don't know, but they definitely shouldn't be in a town
true,
as upstanding as I have made River Run.
true. Oh, and sweetie, you're going to have to do me a favor.
Yes.
You need to lock the bank again.
It'll get taken care of.
Alrighties. Don't ask me how I did anything. Just know
No.
that the door's unlocked somehow.
Well, it'll get taken care of.
True, very true. But there is another thing you have to do for me, sweetie.
Oh goodness. You're asking an awful lot when I just got back.
You're going to have to give me a kiss because you've been away for a very long time.
There you go.
Thank you, sweetie. Well, shall we go over to the post office, check your mail, and then we can get going to start point?
Yep. And then I probably also need to talk to Mr. Marco. All right. Good, good. Come on, dear. Whoa.
But, yes.
All right. Well, that happened.
Yep, it certainly did. Oh gosh.
Well, it's good to see my donkeys found their way home.
Oh yes, sweetie, by the way, I did have to tell you. Little Miss Rilla was out on a bear hunt with her goats, and she found you
Oh,
lying
all right.
next to your donkeys.
All right. Well, it's kind of part of the reason I had to take my time away. I believe the doctor said something about over. I don't know, something about over something my shoulder from the gunshot wound. I should have took it easy, but
I see.
somebody has to do the work around here. Not saying you don't, but that's not good.
What is it, sweetie?
Someone requested my assistance.
Sweetie?
Someone requested my assistance and that I should bring a guard. That is kind of disconcert. That's yeah.
Do you know who it was?
Yes. Um, we need to get moving. Oh, gotta gotta check one more thing. Yep, as I figured.
What is it?
If I'm not here, the work doesn't get done.
Well, no one's came for the pelt business since they heard the news. They're very
Yeah, but the thing
angry,
is it's
Liam.
not just, it's not them that's the problem. The problem is the raft is sitting there full of trapper's pelts. There are boxes full of pelt, and none of it's been turned into trapper's pelts. So that's the there's there's over 400 pelts that need to be converted.
Oh gosh.
That's $500 of profit just sitting there. Just sitting there.
Oh god.
Well, I guess that person who thinks they can run the town better get damn busy.
Very true, actually.
I mean, after all, she wants to dictate who's going to live in what house. She might as well start doing the work. I'm gonna take these rare flowers over to the doc's office instead of keeping them on my horse. I was collecting them.
Alright.
I don't know if you noticed, but I've been leaving some on the bed next to you before you wake up usually. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do that the last 2 days, and I'm sorry.
It's alright, sweetie. I understand. You also had to deal with some business.
All right. Time to go see if Miss Darlene is around so I can find out some information. Oh, okay. How
I forgot I can jump on with you.
I was gonna ask
Sorry,
I was
been
gonna ask
dreaming
if
about single saddled horses.
It's all right, dear.
Much better.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, for God's sake, Liam, please.
I'm sorry.
It's
Oh,
alright.
I should have yelled duck. Has anyone checked to see if little one had been up here recently? I'm afraid with
I actually checked and it looked like someone has been there.
Alright, let me look real quick. Oh goodness. Oh no. I think I think little one may be injured.
Oh no. Do
Yeah,
you
there's
think
some
she's alright?
this looks like there's a little blood in these handprints.
Oh
Doesn't
no.
well, I mean it's not all over the place, so I mean that, and I don't know how old it is, but I mean obviously it can't be more than 2 days old since it wasn't there 2 days ago when I checked.
true, very true actually.
Oh, wow. Hold on tight.
Alright.
Oh my. This has,
What, sweetie?
am I not seeing some structure? No? Dr. Ambrose's house was right here. I don't see it now.
No, it's gone.
Huh. That's, very interesting. Well, on to Stars Point. Oh goodness. Oh, I don't have a torch on me.
I do, I do. How would I put it on the saddle again?
Well, if you put it on the saddle, it's going to burn some parts that you really don't want burnt. So you just want to put it in the horse's inventory and I'll grab it and hold it. Ooh, goodness. It is not going to last long. Give my eyes a second to adjust.
Good idea, Steve.
Alright. Hello? That's not good.
No, where is everybody?
Well, I also heard a snake. But, go in the post office real quick. Go in the post office real quick. Quick, 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 quick. I'm gonna take care of that snake real quick. Aww. Damn it. I was coming to talk to you about an allegation into my investigation I'm doing. I don't see anyone, dear. Not even Mr. Santiago.
Neither do I, sweetie, but
Be careful.
it's a little unusual.
Be careful. I don't know where that snake came from, but I don't want another one popping out at you. Nope, I don't, it's alright. We'll stop back by later. Yeah, yeah. I've caught him, climbing up between settler and village pieces. Like how you have all of your stairs. Well, most of my stairs we take and put the angle piece beside them. The snakes go right between those.
Go and see if we can speak to this Marco.
Yeah, yeah, he's a deputy out of Keystone. He's actually, well, I mean, he was a friend. I would hope he's still a friend, but, I mean, he was invited to the wedding and, didn't make it. Oh, gosh. Biff!
Hello?
Biff!
Jesus.
What are you doing, Biff?
What I'm doing? Well, I bloody live here. What are you doing?
I heard you got married. Oh, watch out! Dear, jump off, jump off, jump off.
Huh?
Never mind, Biff got it. Alright.
There we are. Kind of.
Wait.
You know.
Wait, kind of. Isn't married?
Yeah, I guess. I guess it is. Well,
Okay.
let's just say I'm never going out drinking with Boots again.
Oh God. Well, when you put boots in a sentence, that kind of makes a lot of sense now.
I guess it is.
You didn't marry a cow, did you?
Married a training dummy.
Training dummy. Well, I guess you'll never talk back, right?
Yeah, exactly. When I get splinters, though, that's not good.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Well.
How are the children doing?
Oh, what? There's children too? Oh God.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. Bundle of joy.
Was it a package deal, or did you deliver them yourself?
According to to everyone else in town, I think it was.
It was. It was. It was a package deal.
Yeah, yes, I
Oh,
guess it
okay,
is.
okay.
Kind of formed like packages as well.
Well, how many
Oh
is it?
gosh.
I want to find out. If, I want to
Three
find
of them.
three. Oh my gosh! So it was a forfer. Did you get a good price? I mean,
Price, I guess it was free actually.
well,
It
geez,
was
there
for
you
free.
go.
I mean,
Four
well,
dummies for free.
you should think.
Four dummies for
Exactly.
free.
No, yeah, you could say that.
Well, I mean, one more and you can start a town.
Exactly.
Oh, what the heck?
Well,
That
well,
was a joke given our current situation, dear. I mean,
but is there anything I can help you with?
well,
Or are you looking for anyone?
I was looking for Miss Starlene because I had a couple of questions about something I was told, and it's odd because I don't see what I don't see it as a viable as a viable story for one. But I mean, we'll
Oh,
see.
yeah, I guess so. I hope that you're okay. At least, is there something bothering you?
um, apparently half a town of some things, but it'll get taken care of.
What?
Uh, yeah,
Really?
yeah. I mean,
You
I'm
seem
sure.
like such a nice guy.
Well, I mean, I pretty much spend all my time doing nothing but stuff for the town and making sure all the citizens have what's needed for them to be able to prosper. So I guess that makes me a bad guy.
Huh? Interesting. I guess. Well, I saw her awake about an hour ago, but I don't know where she's at right now.
All right, all right,
Miss Talene, that is.
all right. Well, I guess I need to go talk to the other person that is was supposedly involved and see what their take on it is, so I can find out some facts.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I hope that you get everything sorted out and you stay safe. Don't try to get shot now again.
Well, that's kind of funny.
Oh, and Biff, don't be
Yes.
drinking any more of that strong stuff you had yesterday. We don't want any.
Wait.
Don't want to see your tushy anymore
Whoa,
running
whoa,
around
whoa.
this town.
Biff, were you exposing yourself to my wife?
And everybody
Oh
else.
no, it was harmless. It
And
was
everybody
harmless.
else. Well, jeez. Does that mean I can run around with my pants off too, dear?
Only in the manor.
If you want to.
His town, I suppose.
I don't know. I don't even know where is
I
your
guess so.
hospital. I don't know.
How do you like my beard, by the way? I trimmed it a little bit. It's more round now.
I was going to say, it looks very lovely. So it does, lovely and smart.
Yeah, I thought so. I looked a bit more sophisticated. Yes.
Oh, I thought maybe you were
I know
trying to
your wife said.
I thought you were trying to shave
What?
some years off.
Oh, yeah. Some of my friends actually told me that I looked 40 years younger. That's a lot by my standards.
40. So now you're only 100?
What?
Well, you keep doing that, you're not gonna make it too many more years, man.
What do you mean? It's good for me.
It's,
You really must, you know, reduce your piping. You know, don't you think one's enough?
Piping. If I could have free, I would.
Oh gosh. There's no stopping you, Biff. You're quite the wild one, even as a man of your age.
You think so?
Quite so.
doggone it.
There's some negatives and some positives to that, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, all positives. You're quite high-spirited and young at heart, and that's what counts.
Well, I appreciate the compliment, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just sounding kind of funny. Biff's exposing his pants. Wife's giving him compliments. If I was a jealous man, that's a joke, dear.
I know, sweetie, I know. Don't worry.
Biff's over there shaking like, oh shit,
I'm
what did
sure
I do?
Biff's quite... No, I'm sure Biff's quite happy and content in his marriage, so, yeah.
Well, he can.
Oh, yes, I am.
I guess he can always say he's got wood all the time.
I got
Oh,
that
gosh.
one. Very funny.
Well, I guess he wanna. Yeah.
You know, Biff, you do bring a smile on my face. Thank you.
I'm glad I could. I'm glad I could help with something, I guess.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, there's no one of them damn snakes running around here. I hear it.
There is.
Yeah, but he's behind you.
Oh, yes, on the
He's behind
stairs.
you on the stairs.
It's climbing
Right behind
in
you.
the... All right, son of a... come at me. I'm not scared of you. I got it.
Oh, gosh.
Goodness gracious.
Nicely done,
There
Biff.
we are. Thank you. I thought I would miss it, to be honest, but I didn't. That's good.
It sure looked like you were gonna miss it. I guess.
I thought so.
I guess you wait for them to strike. That way you can make sure it goes down their throat or something. I guess.
Exactly. I mean, of course.
Well, I think we might wait out the darkness. The torch I brought won't make it all the way to
No.
Keystone, so.
No.
True. Take it slowly.
It's quite difficult to travel in the dark, isn't it?
Well, I mean, not really. As long as I have a torch that's not gonna run out of steam before I get there.
I guess so. It makes the trip easier, eh?
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, makes the trip visible. I don't know about easier.
I guess so.
I mean, some people are running around in the dark all the time, so.
Yeah, exactly. Some of those spear whips, as I call them. Crazy people, I guess.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't see for shit in darkness.
Well, I was talking about the people who walk around in darkness in the middle of the day.
Oh, that's quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying. What is this? What is this wanted right here? This is very odd.
Oh, yeah, this is do you know Miss Little Miss Puppy?
Oh
Don't you?
yeah,
One
yeah.
of the tail, what the little
Oh,
tail? Yeah,
yes.
she is. She's been. That's her shadow monster. She calls it.
Oh.
She's haunting her in her sleeps. And one day she she saw it during the day, and then we were kind of worried for her, so we put up a wanted poster.
Well, that
And This was her drawing of it.
That is very terrifying.
Yeah, I thought so as well. Yeah, poor girl. It hasn't been easy for her.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely isn't easy being orphans. I think
No, it sure isn't.
we got that young wild girl who runs around. Ren is her name. I've been leaving supplies for her in a little tree house that I had Miss Raina build for her. I'm quite
Oh,
concerned for her. I noticed that in some of her handprints of going through and getting stuff that there was some blood in them this time. So I'm not sure if she got in a
oh
tussle with one
no.
of them bears up there in the woods or not.
Oh, well, I hope she's okay, at least.
Yeah, yeah, me too, me too.
Oh yes.
I think we'll
Uh,
on our way to Stars Point, we'll probably stop by her little tree house and make sure she's okay if she's awake. I mean,
hmm. Yeah, well, I do hope she's okay. It would be a shame if such a young one dies so early of age.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out the paintings that she puts on herself. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with some loss. And
Oh yeah,
I
think so.
haven't
Well,
talked
I've
to
never
very
really
many.
seen
I've
her, so
only
I don't
been
know any
on
about
for
any drawings.
mm, almost an hour. Um, I'm actually I put well, I didn't put Miss Raina put canvases inside the treehouse. Next time I run into her, I'm gonna ask her to paint me pictures of her story. Like she's already done partial. Like I got 3 pictures right now. One of them's of River Run, one of them's of Glacier Falls, and one of them's of Stars Point. So it seems to be
Uh,
probably 3 places that she frequents. It,
yeah, well, I have heard stories from Santiago that she's been stealing some of his long grass for food, perhaps.
oh, well, if you see her, if you're not, if you don't like try to chase her or anything, it goes over a whole lot better. Just try to talk to her in a calm tone. Don't raise your voice and yell and stuff like that. No quick movements. And
Mm-hmm.
she tends to be a little more responsive if you don't do all if you kind of follow those guidelines. And food, she is
Yeah,
she's very much food motivated. Every time I go and check the tree house, the number one thing missing is some food. So, which reminds me, dear, remind me when we get
oh,
back to the manor to replenish the tree house.
Of course, sweetie.
yeah, wouldn't want her to die of starvation, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if there is something I can help you with, please do say so. All right?
Well, looks like the sun's up enough to ride without running off a cliff. So, I think I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, she will be back later, according to the sign, though. So if you wait a couple of hours, maybe if you're up that long, then maybe she'll show up.
All right, maybe I'll. Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of information I get from Marco out there at Keystone. If he's got the information that I'm looking for, then it's the questions I have for Miss Starlene will be kind of unnecessary. But we'll see.
Oh, oh, all right. Yeah. I hope you find what you need.
All right, sir. I appreciate it. We'll catch you around, Biff.
Yes. Yes. Catch you around.
Yep, yep.
Toodaloo.
Bye, Biff.
Oh, oh. Do they still have that welcome march over here? Yeah, they do. All right, we'll go around it. I don't need to knock you off the horse no more.
Thank you, sweetie.
I don't need my wife not remembering who she is.
By the way, sweetie, see that letter you received? Is it really bad?
Um, Here I'll read it to you. Liam, I need you to come by my office between Sundance and Rosa Ponds on a legal matter. Please bring guards. Douglas Hauser.
Okay. Think I've ever heard of him before.
Um, when one evening when Miss Rillo and Miss Molly and I think Miss Storm were helping me with pelts, there was a gentleman that was mauled by. No, he was shot and robbed on the mountain doing pelting, and he was in town on one of our return trips, and then when Miss Storm passed out, I told them two to go ahead and come back to town, and that I would wait with Miss Storm. Miss Rilla got upset because she didn't want me to get shot by some bandits. This was before I got shot in town. Um, so,
I
and
see.
he's been in town a couple times. He's actually a licensed lawyer that
Alright.
that lives over there between Sundance and Rosa Pond. I don't remember what his other profession is, but I've referred him to a couple of well, I've referred a couple of clients to him, so Miss Maddie being one of them when she had that trouble with her ex.
Oh, I see.
I sure hope that this isn't about that. Ooh, I hope not. I could use a little less confrontation in my life right now.
Oh. Did did he not leave any other detail? Just that?
No. And I don't have any guards to take down there is the problem.
True, very true.
I don't know how to approach that situation. It would be very unmayoral of me if I didn't respond or attempt to
True.
assist.
Um, the thing is, like I said earlier, so he's away.
Yeah. The wind caught a little bit of that. I got something about awake.
Oh, I said I thought earlier, so I don't know if he's awake now. I think he went to bed, but maybe we can see if any of the deputies are awake.
Well, we can try. Let's take care of one thing at a time, though.
Very true.
I don't even see a ladder there anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay. She must be up there
Yep,
asleep. I hope
it's up
she's
there.
okay.
I hope so too.
Oh, look at her little
Should you
doggy.
maybe leave a letter with her?
What in the world is that? What in the world? Alrighty then.
Good doggies.
Yeah. Alright, let's mosey on to Keystone. Alright, I'm gonna open it up.
All right.
That's odd.
What is?
Where's Miss Key's place?
Wait. Wait. It's gone.
Well, isn't that wonderful?
Is it just me, or are a lot of things disappearing?
I'm very confused. So now I get to be Wow. Yeah. I know somewhere around here there's a damn way up on there. Oh, here it is.
Yep, I think it's just up here.
Whee!
Oh, that's quite something.
And there it is. Now, to see if we can find Mr. Marco. I think we can go under this without you getting knocked off. Yep. Let's see. Is there a Mr. Marco around here? I don't know. Oh, that's this. How's it going?
Oh, howdy.
You wouldn't happen to have seen Mr. Marco around here, would you?
Oh, yeah. Actually, we just got back from a prospecting run. He's on his dinner break right now, making some food. He'll probably be back in a little bit.
We just happened to keep
But
him
he was right around here. He went to his house to make a little bit of food.
Yeah, I don't know where his house is.
Unfortunately, neither do I. I know it's in Keystone though. It's
That's
probably
like,
going to be about 30 minutes, most likely, at least.
oh well. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just write a letter and leave a message in the post office. All right. Thank you, sir. Oh,
No problem. Y'all have a good one.
by the way, my name's Mayor Liam, River Run.
Oh, nice. I was just up at River Run earlier today. That's where I got my horse. Marco
Oh.
took me up there.
Ah, okay.
It was a mighty fine town.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yep, a lot of
All
work.
right.
Just like the lot of work that's
Yeah.
going around here.
Oh, yeah. I just arrived on a train yesterday. So, Keystone, the mayor of Keystone, was nice enough to put me up in a little domicile over there until I get my house built somewhere. I still haven't placed my roots down anywhere yet. Name's Elbert Gaines as well. Yep.
Albert Gaines. Yep, that one will be one I can
Yep.
remember. It's definitely not the same as anybody else I've met. At least not that I can remember. But I do meet a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people.
I haven't met any other Elberts before.
All right, all
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm about to go make some dinner myself. So
right.
if
Yeah.
y'all need any other help, I can help you out with that. But otherwise, I'm gonna head out and go make some food.
No, it's quite all right. I'm just gonna stop over here at the post office and leave a letter, and then we'll be on our way.
All
You
right. Y'all have a lovely day. It's
you
nice
stay.
meeting you.
Yep, you stay safe, sir.
You too.
You know, I, why didn't you smack me? I didn't even introduce you. Goodness gracious, it's gonna take some getting used to.
It's alright, sweetie. I was quite in thought anyway. Don't worry about it.
Oh, do you happen to have any fiber or thatch on you?
No.
All right, well then I'll just yep, there's some trees over there. I'll just step outside of town and grab a couple of pieces and
I didn't get my
what
tools
in the
on
world
me.
is that? All right, I have mine. It's all right. I go a little further outside of town as to not disrupt the um, very odd trees they have. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yep, yep. Just seems that today isn't the day for me to catch people.
It seems like everybody has run off. Oh gosh.
Or it's a wild goose chase.
True. Very true.
Whew. I gotta talk to him to learn, so he can learn what real green is instead of that putrid. Trying to think
Should
of
we head back to town?
Yeah, might as well. I can't seem to catch anybody, so. Wait, is this the way we came in? I bet you I'm on the wrong side. No, I'm going the right way. Yep, I could have told you that. Do 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 Well, I mean, I hope people don't think I'm gonna give up that easy. I'm not gonna let some backstabbing person just have everything I've worked for. Especially when they've done shit. None of the work? I mean, the person who's trying to take the work didn't build anything. All they do is breed horses. They don't do none of the fucking work that needs to be done in town. Occasionally they help on a pelt run. If I can find them awake. Because they are playing on a different time than me. So, it is what it is. Interesting. What's funny is what's going on right now, what I'm investigating, is accusations from the betrayers, because I already know that it's not exactly accurate. There may be a smidgen of truth somewhere hiding in something, but more than likely not. I think it's too late for to catch Butch.
Oh, yes, quite indeed, actually. Might be a little too late. Well, you never know, actually. He might be awake.
Yeah, I guess we could go down there and look. I mean, I don't. I mean, well, there was apparently Ted held a town meeting yesterday because I told him I needed an investigation done because almost 2 pallets of wood vanished. Almost. It was more like a pallet and a half. I exaggerated a little bit to find out who might be the culprit. And it was stated that 2 pallets were actually apparently sold to somebody by somebody. So it's funny that I exaggerated the truth and it was then taken to, oh yeah, those 2 pallets of materials were sold to somebody. So awful convenient. Awesome when you catch
Should we
the...
maybe check to see if there's anybody in town?
Yeah, I'm gonna, I mean, that's why I haven't gone up and around. I'm going to go through this side to the other. I don't reckon anybody that is opposing me is gonna want to talk to me when I'm the one they should have talked to in the first place.
Hide, I suppose they can talk, you know?
No, that don't make no sense. Of course they can talk. They got tongues. I ain't cut no tongues out yet. Huh.
But I do know that you can
Looks
pay out
like
the gold to bead money, so if you'd allow me to give you a little bit in payment for your fine work here.
You are in an emergency. I don't usually charge for emergencies and stuff like that. It's not your fault you got shot, and well, it's sort of what I was, sort of what my job to do.
Yep, that's Dr. Godling's horse.
I know, but are you on salary from the town? How do you get paid for your fine work?
Selling my pills and potions.
Well,